In the last class, we learned about packages. Okay. And yes, also inheritance, right? So, if we talk about packages, so package in Java is used to group related classes, right? Correct. So, we have some built in packages and user defined packages. Okay. And let's revise inheritance also. Inheritance, what do you mean by inheritance? Very good. Yes. So when we inherit some properties from the parent class, and basically a subclass or a child class is inheriting it. Okay. Parent class is also known as a superclass, whereas child class is also known as subclass. Right. Okay, so we have a very good example here wherein class vehicle is your parent class and class car is your subclass which gets extends from your parent class. Okay, so how do we get to know that a particular class has been extended? By the word keyword extends. Okay, it is mandatory to write the word extends there. Okay, in order to fetch or in order to create a subclass that is going to inherit all the attributes and methods from the parent class, right? Any doubts, any queries in your previous class? Okay, great. So if there is no doubt, let's move ahead. And our next topic is polymorphism. Okay, so let's understand polymorphism. So polymorphism means many forms. Okay, poly means many. Okay, morphism means forms. Okay, so which means many forms, and it occurs when we have many classes that are related to each other by inheritance. Like we specified in the previous chapter, inheritance. Let's inherit attributes and methods from another class. Okay, so polymorphism uses those methods to perform different tasks. This allows us to perform a single action in different ways. For example, think of a superclass called animal. Okay, so superclass is animal. That is a method known as animal sound. Okay, method is what? A function, right? And what is a function? Set of code. Yes. Here it is animal sound, but in general, a function is a set of code. Yes. That we write once and we can use it multiple times. Right? All right. So we have a superclass that is animal, and we have a method that is animal sound. Okay. Now, subclasses of animals could be pigs, cats, dogs. Obviously, why? Because animal has many species, right? Many species can come under the category of animals. So here we have taken pigs, cats, dogs, birds, right? And they also have their own implementation of an animal sound. The pig oinks, the cat meows, etc. Okay. Now, so we have a class here, animal, which is a very good, which is a parent class. Yes. And public void animal sound is a method. Correct? And we are trying to print the animal makes a sound. Okay. So we have one printing statement here. Now, we are creating how many classes? Two classes basically. One is pig and one is dog. Okay. Both of these are known as subclasses. Am I right? Okay. And subclass extends from a parent class that is animal, right? Both of them. And how do we get to know that this class has been extended from a parent class? By the keyword. Am I clear? Okay. Now, public void animal sound is method here, and they're trying to print this. And then we have another method that is animal sound again used here, right? And they're trying to print it. Okay. So basically, this method has been inherited from a parent class, which is animal, right? Okay. And they have their own printing statements. Okay. Each of each of them they have their own printing statements. So this is what you're going to okay, this is what is written here. Okay, that as of now we have created two classes. Now we are going to create three more classes. Okay, so sorry, this is done, right? Yeah, okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the object. Okay, so we're gonna create the object here. So what are we going to do here? When we are going to create the object, so we create a class main. Okay, and we write public static void main into it, and what are we doing here? We are basically creating animal object here, right? So we have a class name, which is a parent class. Okay, we are creating the parent class object here. Okay, then we are creating the pig object. After that, we are creating a dog object. This is clear. But all of them we are creating with the word animal, right? Which is a parent class. Now, my animal dot animal sound is what we are doing here. We are calling the object here, right? So on the basis of these calling, we are calling the object, we are calling the methods with the help of the objects, right? These are the three objects that we have created right now, correct? So with the help of these objects, we are calling the methods, and we will have a different printing statements. Whatever is, I mean, whatever is there in that method will get printed. Okay, all right. So let's see how we get the output. Let me just show you the output here. See, now how do we get this output? Is very simple. So what we have done is this. We know this is our parent class. This is our subclass. Again, this is our subclass. Okay. What we did, we have created the objects, three objects in total. Okay. The name of the objects are my animal, my pig, my dog. Okay. So I created these three different objects. Okay, and we are trying to call the method that is animal sound. You'll see the method name is same here, but objects are different. Okay, so this my animal belongs to this class. Okay, this my pig belongs to your pig class, and this my dog belongs to your dog class. Okay, so therefore the printing statements, the first printing statements come from your animal class. Second printing statement comes from your pig class, and the third printing statement is going to come from your dog class, and henceforth we are going to get the answer, right? Okay, now what I want is I want you to try this question on your own. Okay, so please start writing this question. Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen now. You can share the screen. Please share the screen and try polymorphism now.